Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. They've got the screen set up. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to sneak it. And it's on the ground. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. A quick pass to the left.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's King. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Anthony. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Just keeps slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
On first down from the 13-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught over the middle. It's King. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to pound it in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Gets it out quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and create.
Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Right down the middle. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Duke. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wants to keep it in the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Noles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now on the counter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Takes the easy one to the back. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
14, Florida State, 10.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Quickly to the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
14, Florida State, 10.
And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Gives it on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He'll pull it on the read. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Brought down at the 31-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
On the field goal.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
2nd down coming up.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
And the Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Hard running there. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Seminoles line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Blue Devils are marching down the field. Snagged in the middle, it's King. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To throw, it's Castellanos. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna look downfield again. Got the quick pass. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it and gets to first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Noles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Direct snap. It's Williams. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
And the Blue Devils enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Quick release by the QB. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.